man is back.
Oh, okay, boys. Oh my gosh, the man got that stuff. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look at that, my God.
This is your boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash, the True Inferno. Back at it with another Call of Duty Black Ops 6 commentary video gameplay for you guys. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys here. It's time to kill the club scene. The club scene needs to die. It really, really needs to die. Because, I'll be honest, it's not improving. It's not improving at all based on what I'm seeing, based on what I'm hearing, more importantly. It's not improving at all. And I'm at the point where it's like, bruh, the club scene needs to die. Now, let me be more specific, because this is the problem with people. This is the problem with you guys listening to this. When y'all talk about people, when y'all talk about certain types of people, or whatever the case may be, when you talk about a gender, right, whether it's men, whether it's women, whether it's kids, whatever the case may be, y'all not being specific. I see this all the time on Twitter. Like, I see women talking about, men always do this, men always do that. And I see the opposite. Women always do this, women always do that. And I'm like, what type of man you talking about? What type of women you talking about here? Be more specific, because there's no way in hell a Caucasian man do the same shit as me, I do, and I'm a black man. Like, no, there's no way a Caucasian man been through the same shit a black man have been through. Like, no. So you can't compare the two. You gotta be more specific. Who exactly are you talking about? And then you gotta go beyond that. Like, in what area? Are you talking about, like, in Chicago? You talking about in New York City? You talking about in Atlanta? You gotta be way more specific than just say men, women, boys, girls, and all that jazz. So when I talk about the club scene, I'm about to be more specific, because there's different types of clubs out there. I'm talking about the clubs for black people. So when you step into the club, you're hearing rap music, you're hearing R&B. That's the type of club scene I'm talking about. That club scene needs to go. I can't speak on techno. I can't speak on reggae. I can't speak on any other club scene, because I don't really go there. I never really go there. I've been to a techno scene one time, and that was because my boy was working for some type of newspaper journalist or whatever, and he got us in this club for free, but it was a techno club, and we were just in there like, okay, watch my boy do his thing, and then that was it. But outside of that, I never, well, that's not true. Well, okay, techno, I've been to some raves because of you, my kind. But outside of that, you know, I don't really go like that, because that's not my thing. That's not my cup of tea. Once upon a time, I used to go to the club for black people all the time. Like, I was a club fiend back in the day. And we're going to talk about how things were back in the day to how they are now. And some of y'all may be complaining and groaning like, oh, well, things are not what they used to be given the times. I'm like, bro, y'all missing out. Y'all are missing the fuck out. And then it's worse now. So let me explain to you what's been going on right now based on what I've been hearing. So first of all, depending on which club you go to, again, it depends on the location. Again, you got to be more specific. You got to be more specific. So I don't know how much the club costs now here in Detroit. I don't, like in the Metro Detroit area. So we talk about Detroit. There was a club in Dearborn, club in Novi. I'm trying to think, where else did we used to go to? I don't remember. I think we went to the club north of Detroit. I don't remember. But, you know, I don't know how much they cost now, because it's been a really long time since I've been to the club. Like, those days are over for me. But I want to say that for dudes, they cost $20. That's what I want to say, that they cost $20. They still cost $20, because back in my day, they would cost anywhere from $10 to $20 for us, for the guys. And then for the women, they normally either get in for free, or they have to pay half of what the dudes pay. But I'm hearing, like, if you go to a club in Atlanta, like, it could go as high as $50, maybe even beyond that. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you get in the club, and the DJ be trash, and there's the dance floor. There's hardly anybody in that motherfucker. And then everybody trying to be all VIP. They don't even call it VIP anymore. They call it sections. Like they call it sections. So you have your own little section where you have the table, and then in order for you to get a section, you got to get a bottle. Or we're gonna get into the bottles in a second. And the bottles normally cost like $200, $300, $400, and there's a minimum. Like you got to get like 1 or 2 minimum. And again, each bottle is like $200, $300, $400. So you see where I'm going here. And then the women who are quote unquote some of these bottles, they want to tip as well. So I'm like, bro, what the heck is going on here? Based on what I'm seeing, again, it's been a really long time since I've been to the club, and yeah, it's been out of control. So, and then again, nobody's dancing. Nobody dancing. Like, bro, I'll be honest. I went through a club-like experience because I was at a wedding, and I was at a wedding reception this past weekend. And I'll be honest, the DJ was okay. Could the DJ have been better? Yeah, but the DJ was okay. There was people on the dance floor here and there. It would be like, you know, some scenarios where, yeah, people on the dance floor, we'd be stepping, hustling, and, you know, ballroom dancing and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, everybody off the dance floor. And it'd be like back and forth like that. And then again, it's a wedding reception, so we talk about families becoming, you know, joint, you know, whatever the case may be. But like, even with that, like, if you're showing up with your significant other, like, nobody was seriously dancing like that. And it was like, bruh, this is how it is now. Like, I still had fun. I still had a good time because the drinks were free, and there was nothing wrong with the drinks. But at the same time, I'm like, this is how it is now? Like this, this is what I'm seeing the club scene is like now. And let me explain to you how it was back in the day, dog. Like, yo, I got so many club stories. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, like, there'd be a scenario where in order for you to get into this club in Detroit, downtown Detroit to be exact, one, you had to be a college student, and two, you had to have college ID. If you had that, you could get in the club for free, but you had to get there before 11 a.m. I'm not 11 a.m. Heck no, 11 p.m. And here's what me and my boys would do. I'm dead serious. Here's what me and my boys would do. We would show up to that mug like at 10 o'clock p.m., 10:15. We would like park. And then, like, we would have our liquor. Sometimes we would have cigars or Black and Miles or whatever. And we would leave all that joint in the car. Like, we wouldn't even touch it yet. We would leave all that joint in the car. We would get out, get in line, and then we would pull up at the ticket booth, show our college ID, and then we would get our tickets. All of this was outside. And then instead of going straight inside, we would just go back to the car and get our pregame on. We'd be smoking, we'd be drinking, we'd be doing all that stuff. And then we'll keep doing that until it's like 10:40, 10:50, 11 o'clock. At that point, it's like, well, we already got our tickets, so it doesn't even matter. And then once we get done with the pre-drink and then we ready to go in, we'll get back in line, you know, go through security, we'll be patted down. But instead of going to the ticket booth, we just go straight to the club because we already got our tickets. So, you know, and this was like, yo, this was a dog. It was dope. It was really, really dope. And again, there's other club scenarios. Like I remember we'd be going to the club in Canada because like Detroit is like literally next door to Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Like I'm not going to dox myself, but like I could easily pull up to Canada if I want to. All I gotta do is pull up my passport and I'm easily in Canada. So we would go to the club in Canada and over there, I think it would cost either $10, $15 to get in that joint. And yo, it was a blast. That was one of my favorite clubs right there. That one. And the one where you just had to show the college ID because like it was very, very easy to get in for free and stuff like that. We were always trying to get in for free. We were always trying to do stuff for free. Though. It was crazy. But the best part was people were dancing. Like people were dancing. Like I would be standing there, and this happens. I would be standing there, minding my own business because like I'm not trying to hook up with no chick at the club because I feel like their personality wouldn't mess with mine. So that's why I'm not trying to like find a girlfriend at the club. But at the same time, yo, I want some dances. So I'll be in the dance floor, minding my own business. A girl would just walk up to me. Either she's fine as heck, or she cute, or she decent looking. And then she'll just start dancing on me. And I'm like, yo, let's go. And then, yo, I'm returning to dance. Like, that's how things work. I remember one time I was in a club. There were these 4 chicks. There were these 4 girls. And I got on one of the girls. So, and she's dancing on me too. She literally called her 3 other friends over, and I'm surrounded by her friends. They're all dancing on me. I'm like, that's the type of shit I want. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You ain't getting that nowadays. Like, you really, really ain't. And it's like, bruh, what is everybody doing? Everybody's on their phone, trying to act like they're the shit. Oh, we in this VIP, or we in the section. We got all these bottles, and we the shit, blah, blah, blah. We can look and fly, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So what comes next? Like, what happens after that? Like, are you gonna get on the floor and dance? Like, yo, are you gonna mingle? Like, what's going on here? So what's next? And yeah, like, people doing, and it's not that the girls doing it, the guys doing this too. And it's like, bruh, what is going on here? Can we mingle? Can we just dance? Like, bruh, people be like, bruh, because like, all they do is get into the club where they're paying 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks after they pay 15 to 30 bucks to park. And then they try to get shots, which cost 15 to 30 bucks per shot, or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, they get all these bottles and stuff, trying to get the sections and stuff. And I'm like, bruh, y'all not even on the dance floor. Like, y'all keeping it to yourself. I'm like, bruh, that shit y'all doing in the club, y'all can do at home. Like, just go to the liquor store, spend 20 to 30 bottles, $30 rather, on a big bottle, whatever the case may be. Bring it home, mix your own shit up, and you're straight. You can have a party in your house. Like, that's better than going to the club. It's way cheaper and it's more fun. And you have more control over the music. Which is another problem. Because they playing, like, I don't know what they play nowadays, but it's a lot of trap music now. And it's like, okay, trap music is cool once in a while, but I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get on a chick to dance with trap music. That's not happening. Like, no. No. You got to mix that joint up, man. You got to mix that joint up. And, like, again, I don't know what the club scene is like nowadays, but based on what I'm hearing, that's not the case. That's not the case. Now, let's talk about these bottles. Let's talk about these bottles. Oh, my gosh. Y'all need to be careful when y'all get into the club and y'all trying to get your sections and y'all being forced to get these bottles. Yo, check this out. Check this out. So, I don't know who this dude is, but this one TikToker lady grabbed this video from this dude. And what's her name? Shawty, what makes you TikTok? So, she grabbed this clip from some dude. Now, this dude used to work at a strip club. Now, what he would do, he would be in the back working the bottles, like preparing the bottles. So I'm assuming they do the same thing at the regular clubs, not just the strip clubs as well. Check this joint out real quick. I'm about to play this clip because it's kind of hard for me to explain it. But yeah, y'all got to listen to this for yourselves. Check this out.
All right, I'm finna start snitching in 3, 2, 1. So I used to work at this strip club in Atlanta while I was going to school and shit. Mm-hmm. And I was the bar back. So they had me in the liquor room. Like, that shit was damn near my office. So all them expensive drinks, say like, what y'all thought y'all was drinking? Don Julio, Patron, or Douce, Grey Goose, Hennessy, all that name brand shit. You might not have been drinking that all the time. So don't get me wrong, like if you was there at the beginning of the night, yeah, you probably had some. But as the night goes on, I'm not drinking that. Cause say them bottles was running low, right? Mm-hmm. Say we running out of them bottles. It was my job to get the cheap liquor that we had, put a funnel in the bottle, and fill that motherfucker back up to the top. And then put the spout back on it, and then seal it back up with a plastic seal with a hair dryer. Look like it was brand new. So you got some cheap ass $20 tequila and a $300 bottle of Patron Don Julio.
What makes it more egregious is that they had him in the back liquor room with a blow dryer, resealing the labels back on those bottles. So while you're thinking that, okay, instead of getting mixed drinks, I'm gonna get the whole bottle so I can secure that I'm actually getting what I want. Turns out, according to him, allegedly, that's not even the case. At the end of the day, you were still getting cheap liquor, but you're getting it in a Douce bottle, Patron bottle, or a Don Julio bottle. Now, y'all be safe out there in them ATL streets, because them bar owners are getting a little bit more craftier and a little bit more cheaper.
Wait. So, yeah, there you go. So, that TikTok video was actually brought up in Ty Buggy podcast in his YouTube channel, his YouTube video. So, let me see if I can explain this correctly, or explain this based on what I heard, rather. So, if they were wanting out of the Patrons, the Don Julios, and the really expensive liquor like that. They still have those bottles. They empty out. So the dudes in the back will grab the cheapest of liquors, the stuff that make you sick, pour that mug in the bottle, reseal it up, presented it, because they like put some type of fireworks or whatever it is on top of the bottle, on the cork, and then give it to the showgirls. The showgirls will bring it up, be like, hey, we got your bottle. Oh, it's lit, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll be opening it, and then they'll take the cork, and then they'll leave the bottle with you guys, and then y'all just drinking it up, and then y'all not even aware that this ain't the same liquor, that this ain't the liquor that y'all ordered. Y'all was like, oh, dang, what is this? But whatever, y'all getting turned up and hype, blah, blah, blah. The next day, y'all sick. So, yeah, y'all can't even get a bottle anymore. Like, it's bad enough. Y'all can't, like, oh, gosh. And then nowadays, and then this was actually, somebody's pointing this out at the wedding reception. Actually, I think it was my mom. Yeah, my mom pointing this out. Obviously, it was a family reception, so of course my mom was there. My mom pointing this out. Because, like, they don't even mix the liquor right anymore. Because nowadays, they try to put a bunch of liquor in that joint. So it's not a total balance of the juice and the pop and the mixers with the alcohol. It's not a whole total mix anymore. It's mostly alcohol, which is true. And it's like, bro, y'all need to cut that shit out. Because, like, yo, I'm trying to, when I drink, yo, I want something that tastes good. I'm not trying to get fucked up. Like, I'm trying to get something that tastes good, which is dangerous. Because I do have a story. Because I remember, like, when I don't remember. I think I was like 21 or whatever. I don't remember. I was at my boy's apartment. He made this one drink for us. And he did put liquor in it. But it was so good. I didn't taste the liquor. And I was like, yo, I need another drink of that. So I tried to make it myself. And while I messed up. I tasted the liquor that time. And by the second drink, I was fucked up. Like, I was fucked up. And I'm not going to say what I was saying that night, but yeah, it was crazy. But the bottom, so yeah, it's a little bit dangerous to say, yo, I want something that tastes good, because you're not tasting the liquor and then you're going to want more of it. And then you're going to get drunk off of that. But so yeah, there maybe is a little bit of a positive thing in terms of why they put so much liquor in there. So you won't be getting more like that. So maybe that's why. But nevertheless, though, the club scene is not what it used to be. And then, like, with these drinks, man, people are getting sick, man, because what they thought, where they thought that it was getting, but it turns out it's not what they ordered. So, I mean, there's that as well. So, bottom line is this, man. The club scene, for black people, the club scene, when it comes to rap and R&Bs, that is, it needs to improve. It needs to go back to where it was, where people will actually mingle, where people are not trying to, the club's not trying to nickel down you for everything that you got, where the women are not getting mad at you because you're not tipping or tipping to, they're like, I remember, like, in the same Ty Buggy podcast video, there was this one bitch in there talking about something, yo, I'm already figuring out how much you make a month. So, and then I'm like, why? like, why? Like, are you trying to justify how much you should get as a tip? I mean, now what she was saying, well, kind of do make sense, because you showing up to the club and you acting like you're balling. You spent all this money just to get the section, just to get the bottles, but yet when it comes to the tip, you're being cheap. And it's like, well, I can see both sides to that, because, like, what type of service you bringing? Like, are you doing just taking an order? Like, if you're just taking an order and that's it, yeah, you probably gonna get a $5 tip because you ain't do shit. But if you take an order, you bring the bottle out, then yeah, $10 to $20 tip, whatever. But you expected like $100 tip, then it's like, nah, you ain't getting that. You didn't deserve that. You didn't do that work. Like, hell no. Nah. So it's be routing. But at the same time, I can understand it to the point like, yo, you got all this money, you acting like you bought it, but yet you're being cheap with the tip. That's kind of like ass backwards there. Like, what? You're telling two tales of the story here. So, yeah, it's wild. So, bottom line is this, man. The club scene, when I say the club scene, I'm talking about for black people that play rap and R&B at the club. That club scene either needs to improve, needs to go back to how it was when I was going to the club, or it just straight up needs to die. It straight up needs to die. So that's where I'm at with that, and I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know what this is. This is boy New Jack Gatsby, a.k.a. New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.